Death is only an illusion? Our consciousness continues in alternate universe, scientist claims. Death is an illusion and our consciousness simply transcends to an alternative universe, according to an astonishing theory. Dr. Robert Lanza, a scientist and theoretician, claims there is no such thing as death, just death of the body. He believes our minds exist through energy which is contained in our bodies and is released once our physical beings cease in a process he calls biocentrism. Dr. Lanza says that we simply believe we die because that is what we are taught, but the reality is an illusion. The scientist's theory essentially elaborates on Einstein's famous quote, where he said, "Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be changed from one form to another." As such, when our physical bodies die, the energy of our consciousness, which scientists do not fully understand yet, could continue on a quantum level. Dr. Lanza says that there are an infinite number of universes, and everything that could possibly happen occurs in some universe. As a result, he theorizes that the consciousness continues to exist in a parallel universe. Dr. Lanza points to the uncertainty principle, a 1927 theory from German physicist Werner Heisenberg which says that the velocity and position of an object can be measured at the same time. The scientist stated in an article he penned for Huffington Post, "Consider the uncertainty principle, one of the most famous and important aspects of quantum mechanics. Experiments confirm it's built into the fabric of reality, but it only makes sense from a biocentric perspective. If there's really a world out there with particles just bouncing around, then we should be able to measure all their properties. But we can't. Why should it matter to a particle what you decide to measure? Consider the double-slit experiment. If one watches a subatomic particle or a bit of light pass through slits on the barrier, it behaves like a particle and creates solid-looking hits behind the individual slits on the final barrier that measures the impacts. Like a tiny bullet, it logically passes through one or the other hole. But if the scientists do not observe the trajectory of the particle, then it exhibits the behavior of waves that allow it pass through both holes at the same time. Why does our observation change what happens? Answer: because reality is a process that requires our consciousness.